So when the police took me in, it was very silly. They made it in a way that it was obviously ridiculous. And I think partly they did that because I had some very strange things. I went to stay in an Airbnb in Roehampton. The woman was utterly crazy. I reckon there had been some murders in that area. Women have gone missing. I left very early in the morning, at like 4 in the morning. I hardly slept. And then there's a funny thing about my car. In the hay festival, someone had smeared cow poo on it. And I couldn't get it off, however much I washed it. And I knew I was under this surveillance data, and they were trying to say, I don't look after myself, look at my dirty car. And Land Rover guys were coming up to me and trying to show me, I had the Fiat 500, and they're trying to show me that if you drive over mud in the countryside, you get a certain type of splash on the car. But the mud that I had on my car was a cow poo, was smeared. It was smeared in a certain way. It wasn't sort of splashback from driving, which meant, and who does this cow smearing? Like racist Italians, okay? So they knew who it was. I knew who it was. And I wanted to make sure that the police knew who it was. Because there's a certain, you know that they have a certain script. And what was weird about that B&B, this woman was like naked, who asked me into her bedroom, and I said no, obviously. And it was very late, so I slept for a few hours, and then I left. And the door, I couldn't lock the door, but I put everything against the door. And I reckon there are situations at Airbnbs where people are brought in, and then they are, spiked. Like weird things happen. And so I left very early. I had Vivienne Westwood stuff on. I had been parking outside Julian's house, and I had, and then I would do stuff in Clapham Junction area. And people saw me around. I was hoping to try and find somewhere around there. And then we had the parents' evening. It went really, really well. It showed how academically clever I am and how much I knew. And all the teachers were really excited. And Persia was like, yeah, Bushra can be back in my life. And I don't know who was making a judgment if I wasn't to be back in her life. Because Julian seemed happy, Persia seemed happy, and I was happy. And nobody else was involved. Like, who else would be involved? Why would they be? They have no say in my life.